Hello, everyone, and welcome back to TimeToRole's Campaign 1. This is episode 41. If you hear squeaking in the background, it's because I got Jackson here. Let me. As you can see, he's playing with a toy that I got him. It was the best $10 I ever spent. He hasn't left that thing alone. The old boy's happy. But, sorry, we're starting late. We had a few things to go over. Bingo is running late. I was trying to drag my feet a little bit until he got here. But we're here. We are going to be getting into our tournament arc. Yeah, that about does it for me personally. Again, sorry about the squeaking in the background. He'll stop eventually. He'll tire himself out. But yeah, so there is one thing going on. If you go to TimeToRole.com, there is a 15% off sale off your entire order going on right now on the store until the beginning of June. So take advantage of that if you want to support us. But if not, that is perfectly fine. Just being here and watching us. Sounds good. No, he won't. Just adds to the game. Yeah, I mean, look at this guy. Look at him. What do you got, Jackson? Jackson, can I see your toy? Can I see it? Right here. No? All right. But we're gonna get right into this fight. Bingo is here, luckily, so we're gonna get right into it. He's a very happy dog. It's the happiest I've seen him with a toy in a very long time. He's 10, so old dog, and he's just happy. All right, let me do this one.
That myself.
Okay.
That is absolutely not believable.
Can I borrow yours?
We're not
no,
talking about it.
You know, I've never had it up the ass myself. I've never had it up the ass myself, Tempted to try, maybe one day. With the right person.
Right
Hi,
here.
Zach.
I was here when you said, "Oh shit, we're not talking about anything bad," and then you started saying that, so lost its luster a little. All right,
No, you missed You missed a whole thing.
good. I'm glad. All right, well, let's get into D&D since we're starting a little late. Hello, Bingo. Glad you make it. So last we left off, everybody. Excitement filled the air as all of you made your way to the Arbington Coliseum for just happened to be in town for the annual Arbington Clash, where might could go against might, people could fight monsters, people could fight people, and whoever comes out on top wins a grand prize. We left off with Elka and Vaten choosing to take part in the man versus beast competition, a gauntlet of beasts and monsters that you assume they've captured over time for this event. Watching multiple people get either knocked out or, in some cases, nearly slain by multiple creatures. The little rabbit that could, Elka, has made it all the way to... Don't give me that look. As a
racist.
Why?
All right.
Jesus.
Call her what she
Made it-
really is.
A
A funny bunny.
a chocolate bunny. But made it all the way to round 6, where she was greeted by a familiar smell. Smell of what I could tell you guys as it smells like an electrical fire. As a young blue dragon. This dragon's about 15 feet from the ground to the top of its head. Or it has two little horns coming out of its head and one coming out of right above its nose. It looms over you, Elka. I believe you had time to take a health potion if you hadn't done that yet. I don't know what you would have had. You would have had 2 to 3 minutes to prepare for the next bout. I didn't know if you had done that yet.
I didn't.
Okay.
I'm gonna take. I think I have a regular health potion.
Okay. So it's since you're doing it as basically an action, you get the whole healing, which I believe that's 16 or 20 HP back.
I'll just be back to max.
Cool. All right. Well, if that's the case, this dragon comes out and just immediately slooms over you. Roll initiative for me. We're gonna get some music going.
14.
Okay. Where is his stat block? There it is. Wow. Doesn't have a boost to its initiative. You go first.
I'm going to start off by backing up.
Okay.
10.
Are you out of its... Okay, I would have said you would have started out of its melee range just for the sake of this.
Okay.
Just because it is considered a large creature. But you back up the full 30 feet?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
And then I'm just going to say, in Draconic, I'm going to say, we don't have to fight.
Okay.
We can be friends.
So if I remember correctly, at the end of the last session, I said we're done. I had you roll for it. You can roll again, but the DC is going to be much higher. So roll a persuasion check for me. I can see it.
Persuasion is 23.
It looks at you kind of like... After hearing you say and ignore you the first time, you finally get through to it, and it kind of looks at you. And it says back in Draconic, "No. Fighting it is."
Kill it.
Okay.
So...
Yeah, Alka. Or he's like clapping and shit.
Vaten, if you were close, you probably weren't going to be close enough because you're the only one who understands Draconic. You would have understood what they had said. But anybody else in the crowd anybody else in the crowd that understands Draconic understands there's now words been said between each other. You still have. I'm going to say that would have. That's going to count as, because you're trying to de-escalate. I'm going to say that's going to count as your bonus action.
Okay.
So you still have your action.
So if I have my rapiers out, can I take out my crossbow, or does that count as
Yeah. Using an item is a free action. So sheathing, bringing out is a free action.
So I'll grab my light crossbow and my regular bolts, not my thunderbolts. No
Okay.
lightning, no extra lightning damage for the lightning dragon. Oh shit, that's a 10.
10 total?
Yeah,
Yeah, that misses.
I rolled a 3.
Yeah, that definitely misses. Yeah, so you go to shoot the crossbow bolt and it just like floats over the top of its head. It just kind of looks at you and smiles. As it smiles, you start to see crackling lightning energy start to come out of its mouth. Make a dexterity saving throw for me.
What round is this?
Of the fight. This is the first round of the overall tournament. This is sixth round. Six monsters she has fought.
Hell yeah.
19.
Okay, you save, but you still take the damage, which is I don't have enough D10 on my table here to roll, so we'll have this thing roll for me. And roll. You take 48 points of lightning damage.
I take all of it, even though I...
Oh, sorry, you take half. You take half. So you take 24 points of lightning damage as it shoots out You've seen blue dragons fight before, and you've seen them how they've used you were hit by a lightning breath just a few days ago. This one feels a little bit weaker than the one you fought. The older, much larger blue dragon you fought in Artemis. But it's going to look at you and just... How far away are you? Because its speed is... Yeah, it's just going to walk up. Right over you and look down at you. So that, and doesn't have bonus actions, so that's its turn.
Pull out my rapiers. And then we're gonna stab him. 21.
21 hits.
14.
14 misses. I need my book.
All right. 8 piercing, 5 ice. Do you care if they're separate, or should I just add them?
You know the immunity of blue dragons already, given you've already encountered them. You would know that they are immune to lightning. So long as it's not lightning, you can just add it together.
Okay, 13.
13. Okay.
I'm gonna action surge.
Alrighty, saved it until now. Good job.
I almost did it on the last one, but then I didn't have to.
Okay, so that's 1. Sorry, you said 13 total? Okay.
Yep.
Alright.
So I got a 21.
Hits.
And I got a nat 20.
There you go.
So my regular is 6 damage, and then my critical is 24.
24 total. Okay.
So 24 plus the 6.
24. So 30 total.
No, 30. Sorry. Yes.
All right. 30 total. Nice. So good round. So as Elka, as you see a little bit of smoke coming off of her fur from getting singed by this lightning breath, Elka just immediately just unleashes a flurry of just quick stabs with the rapier, like seemingly getting her blades in between the scales of the dragon as she kind of dissects it. And it's looking all right, but it kind of looks astonished that a creature your size could do that much damage in such a short amount of time. And it kind of like nods and smiles at you. You can still move if you want to.
Oh, I mean, it doesn't really matter because he's faster than me, so I'm just gonna hold my ground.
Okay. You're gonna hold your ground, and all right. So you hold out your rapiers and wait for the next attack. All right, it's going to look at you and immediately lunge down with its teeth, try to bite you. It's a 20 to hit.
That hits.
All right. So you take. Where am I? You take 20 points of piercing damage, and then it's going to take its claws and try to actually, instead of using both of its claws, it's going to use one claw to try to grapple you. So roll an acrobatics check for me.
$26.
With it rolling a natural 1 for its athletics check, it goes to grab you, and you just duck down immediately, and it swings wide of your head, and it looks down at you, and you can see in its mouth more crackling energy start to happen, but that is the end of its turn.
Okay, so its mouth is open right now?
Its teeth are baring. You see little lightning bolts coming out of it, but it's not open.
Is there's so his mouth is slightly open where I can see between his teeth?
Yes.
Okay.
This isn't the biggest dragon in the world, but it is a dragon nonetheless. But yeah, you can see just barely, like in the dark, like cavity that is its mouth. You can see just a little bit inside of it with your passive perception.
I would like with my Dior on Dragoon, my fucking ice thing.
That translates to the claw of the ice dragon, by the way.
Okay. I'm going to do So I want to shove my rapier as deep as I can into his mouth, and then unleash a radius of ice. My radius of ice damage.
Okay, so what I want you to do is I want you to roll to hit the AC for him, since you're aiming in between his teeth. It's in the middle of battle, so you can't take time just to like shove it in there. It's gone up by +2.
Nat 20.
There you go. So you stab it in there, no problem. I'm gonna say because of the nat 20, double the dice on the ice attack.
Okay. So that is, where is it? 46.
Nice.
Come on, all sixes. $28 damage.
28 damage in its mouth. You watch Azalka just kind of like expertly stab up into the teeth of this dragon, and then there's a pause, just for a brief second, and then all of a sudden you just see, boom, ice crystals shoot out of its mouth. Some of it dig up into the roof of its mouth. Actually, you see one go through its mouth and up through its nose. And immediately the dragon's crackling lightning starts to melt the ice around it and start to water. Then all of a sudden water starts to drip along with a little bit of blood coming out of its mouth. I'm sorry, you said 28 total?
28 total.
Cool.
And then I'm gonna use my bonus action to roll a second wind.
Okay.
Which is 1d8 plus
Your fighter
8.
level, yeah.
Or 1d10.
1d10 plus your fighter level, yeah.
There's my d10. 15. Hang on, I have to math. Okay. You may proceed, sir.
Okay. Cool. As you roll that healing, roll dexterity saving throw as it unleashes the lightning stream right at your face.
17.
17 just succeeds. Let's roll this again.
Slow damage. No!
55. So you take 27 points of lightning damage. It's now going to realize that it can't take you lightly. So you're going to start to see its wings flap, and it's going to shoot up 40 feet into the air above you. You do get an attack of opportunity.
Wait. Hang on.
And as it's going to... You have Sentinel, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
Now, let's see if you hit...
If I hit it, he can't move.
If you hit it, he can't... He is immediately grounded. Yeah.
Nat 20.
Fucking hell. That's 3!
Oh,
No! It's like...
That's 3! Okay, that hits. Roll for damage.
I need it!
Roll for damage.
12.
12 points of damage. And
Double that. It's a
24.
crit.
So 24. Okay.
24 damage.
Immediately, as you see its wings start to beat, you feel the wind of its wings overtake you, but you just fucking Hail Mary swing your rapier straight up, and you hit it right underneath its chest, right under its clavicle, and immediately it crumbles to the ground and just stares at you, and is very angry. In fact, in Draconic, you hear it say, "Fucking shit." Okay, so 24 points. Okay. Nice.
I'm gonna look at him and say, no, stay here. You wanted to fight? We're gonna fight.
Okay, well, it is now your turn, so what do you want to do?
I'm gonna fucking stab him again!
or he's like He's like shaking his leg. He's like really into this fight. He's like leaned. He's like hunched over,
looking over like a proud older brother.
fist clenched.
I got a dirty 20 and a 18 plus 7. I can't math.
Both hit, yeah.
I was like, I know it hits, so I'm just gonna. I know.
25.
Thank you.
The math ain't mathing.
16 damage.
Total?
Yes. Also, I realized I haven't been doing my extra attacks. So I'm going to do an extra attack, too.
Do that. You can use your bonus action to do an extra attack.
18, yeah.
18 just hits.
Oh, shit. That is, like, almost max damage. 19 more damage.
19 more damage. It's looking real hard. You see blood pouring out of it. And all of you in the crowd that are watching this, you know Elka's capable, what Elka's capable of. But you haven't quite seen her kind of go as hard as she is right now. And it is a marvel to behold. So you said 19 damage? Okay.
Wait. Yes. I was like, wait, is it? Yes.
Okay.
I rolled literally almost max damage
It's
for that.
damn. It's gonna look.
Are the since he's like sentient and intelligent, is he able to forfeit? Is that a thing, or do I have to kill it?
You can certainly try to convince him not to fight anymore.
I mean, if I kill him, I'm taking his head and going to get a reward back at the other city and be like, "Oh, I totally killed a blue dragon."
Okay.
But if he doesn't,
I'm gonna say because fighting is quick actions, 6 seconds apart. If you want to try to convince him to put down his arms, I say with quotation marks, not fight you anymore, you'll have to do that on your next turn. Since you've already tried to convince him technically twice now, and you failed both times. The DC will be slightly lower because he's on death's door, but It is going to be tough. Okay, so he's just going to shake his head at you, and in Draconic, he'll say, "Stupid girl," and he's going to bite down at you once. That's a natural 20.
but no crit.
No crit. So it's only the normal rolled damage. Fucking adamantine armor.
And like the best shit I've ever bought.
You take 15 points of piercing damage, and now he's going to rake across you with both of his claws. He's in a full frenzy right now. Yeah, that definitely hits you. It's 21.
Yeah.
So that's first attack with his claws. That's 10 points of slashing damage. And second attack with his claws. That is a 19 plus 9, so 28. So that also hits you.
Whatever. I mean, unless he's rolling a 1 for damage, I'm out.
13 points of slashing damage. So, the angry dragon on death's door looks down at your friend and just rips into her. You see blood flying everywhere, and then you immediately, after the dust settles, you see the dragon take one step backwards, looking woozy, and then just looks down and smiles at Elka as Elka is on the ground, back flat, swords in both of her hands, and
is she unconscious?
Unconscious, and that is the.
You roll quest saves to see if she gets up.
Sure, if the dragon was immediately going to try to bite her as she's down. This is a wild creature that she almost killed. So as the creature looks down, and just kind of laughs and goes to bite. You immediately see a brand on its chest light up. It's like this reddish, like symbol on its chest. It kind of looks like an eyeball. Yeah, I'm gonna say all of you see it because you're paying that close attention to the fight, and you immediately see your friend about to get bit on her unconscious body, bit and pretty much eaten by this dragon. You watch this little red eyeball show up on its neck, and immediately the dragon falls to the ground unconscious. You then see the rodeo clowns run out and start to drag. You see a few of them start to drag the dragon back towards the pin, and immediately you hear just cheers, crazy cheers all throughout the crowd. And the announcer just goes, well, would you look at this? The little rabbit girl almost took down a blue dragon. Let's give a round of applause for Miss Elka. And everyone starts to cheer. Who bet money? Because I have it written down.
Not
bet
me.
100, but I think I lost it.
You bet she's going to go to round 8, right? Is that what you said? Around.
I think I said 7.
So
I know I lost it.
She got to round 6, so you get your money back. If you bet within the round, you get your money back. So you don't lose 100 gold. Thaddeus, you bet she'd go to round 6. I have written down. And you bet.
Yeah.
Yeah, you bet 100 gold. So you get 100 gold. So whenever the bet collector walks up to you, he will hand you your 100 gold back and then hand you another 100 gold on top of that for betting correctly. Immediately what looks to be a cleric and helpers run out and cast Cure Wounds on Elka for... Where are my d8s? So there. It does it at 3rd level. So you get 3d8 plus. You immediately heal 23 points. And you are back conscious as you're watching this dragon get dragged back by these clowns. And also what seems to be a big dude. Like, I'm going to say... Yeah, the only person who'd recognize this type of person is going to be Ori. So, Ori, do me a favor and roll a history check for me.
Oh. What's my history?
Technically, Alara as well. Now that I think about it. So, Alara wants to roll a history check as well. She can.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. You would see this person. He is dressed in all metal armor. Not plate, but like a half plate. And you look at him. He has tattoo markings all down his neck. You would recognize this this person as a half giant or Goliath. You would also know that you generally don't see them out of their mountains ever. And the fact that there is a half giant here is a little perplexing. You do also notice, as you're kind of doing a once-over look at this guy, you do notice a giant chiseled, it's like almost like a saw blade type sword, great sword on his back that has a bone handle. And when you look at the bone, you can't tell if it's animal or if it's human. But
that's cool.
He's helping drag back this dragon as it is unconscious. And Elka, you are awake immediately. Elka, you're greeted by hundreds of people cheering your name. Elka, Elka, Elka. As you are you're the person who has made it the farthest in the Man versus Beast trials. No one has made it to round 6 yet. In fact, no one's made it past round 5, other than you.
Yay!
So,
is there anyone not cheering?
Make a perception check.
Ori's my biggest fan.
17.
17.
I mean, go ahead.
Around you, looking at you, almost everybody's on their feet cheering for Elka.
Okay. Or he was just making sure if everyone was clapping. If there was someone just sitting there silently, or he was going to be like, hey, clap.
Yeah, but you can't see anybody within major eye shot. I mean, it's a big stadium, but anybody around you, everyone's up on their feet clapping, and some people are a little pissed that about bets they placed. Some of them are really happy that they bet on this seemingly not very capable younger rabbit girl, and very excited that they bet correctly and are getting extra money. But yeah, for the most part, everyone's clapping and cheering. Okay, you are immediately guided out and underneath the stadium into a dressing room where immediately, Vaten, you are being guided outwards to the ring, and you pass by each other, and you see Vaten, you see a fairly ragged looking Elka after her battle. She's guided past you. I don't know if you want to interact with her or not, but
I was gonna say, in Draconic, how did you fare?
Not as well as I had hoped, but still very well.
Glad to hear it. And I will go ahead and make my way out.
as you're guided out, the cheers are still roaring in the crowd. You hear just it is an eruption because everyone's rowdy after seeing Elka go toe to toe with the blue dragon, and you not really knowing what had happened. You just know that she was in a fight of some sort. But as you're guided out, you do see the tail of the dragon that is now being picked up by with your passive perception. You can see very clearly this hulking, muscular, pale skin, like paler than pale skin, man, almost white, like just pure white skin with markings all down his face and chest, picking up this blue dragon and hauling it over his shoulders and walking it down the tunnel. As it disappears, immediately the announcer says, all right, everyone. As for our last contestant for the man versus beast in the Arbington Clash, we have a man full of mystery. He says he's from nowhere, but we all know he's from somewhere. Give it up for Vaten from nowhere. And everyone, yeah, cheers.
Yeah, I know that guy.
Yeah. Immediately, you're guided out. And like, well, release the first beast for Mr. Vaten. And immediately you hear what sounds like the shriek of a big cat, like a mountain lion, come roaring through the tunnel. And ushered out is a black big cat. And is just staring at you ferociously. It has like a little leather collar around its neck, and immediately they look at the rodeo clowns, as how I'm calling them, look at you and kind of give you a thumbs up. Ready? Begin! And they'll release it. Roll for initiative, please, as it runs to the center.
Alrighty.
As it runs to the center.
Can we bet on this?
Yes, you can bet. The bet taker would have walked.
Good.
Would have walked around and taken the bet. So give me one moment. Let me roll initiative for this creature. Oh, that's a fucking natural 20 on its initiative. So it goes first. Let me grab its stat block. Vaten, you would recognize this creature.
What are you doing, stat block?
You would recognize this immediately as a desert panther. Pure black in fur, but as you look at closer to it, its fur almost transitions into like a spotted tan. As you're staring at it, you recognize these creatures because you hunted them regularly in the Sabbath Desert growing up.
Mm-hmm.
So you're very familiar with these creatures. All right, let me see one thing. I'll just I'll tell you now. See your message. He had 22 points.
Oh my
HP
god!
left.
If I
one
probably
more
could have
round.
taken him out.
One more
Ugh.
round would have taken him out. Yeah. Okay, but this desert panther is just going to immediately. What is its speed? 50 feet. Wow. It's just going to immediately run and lunge on top of you.
Fair.
Make a strength saving throw for me, please. 14, good enough. You're able to throw it to the side, but as you throw it to the side, it's going to take its claw and rake into your back. That's a 21 to hit.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. That's 6 points of slashing damage that it does to you. Just rakes. It jumps as you fling it off of you. It lands to the side and kind of like goes across the back of your right arm and into your back. It's now your turn.
Okay. I will immediately regret some of my choices as far as spells are concerned.
You would have had time. You would have had time to prepare spells. Remember, I told you that.
I put my bet in just for later.
Okay, cool. Yeah, if anybody else wants to bet anything, you put it in there. That way it's marked, and I can. If you want to do any side gambling on the 10, you're more than welcome to.
Okay. I will just go ahead and I'm gonna go ahead and as a bonus action cast a flame blade.
Ooh.
And I'm gonna say that it like wrested my spear out of my hand as it kind of lunged, or I used my spear to kind of help stunt it away. So finding myself without a weapon, I will go ahead and cast Flame Blade. And then almost hit myself with a fork. And then I will go ahead and take a Flame Blade slash at it.
All right. Roll.
To see if I have it. I not have a thing. I apparently don't have a thing for it.
Yeah, so you gotta roll the hit, and then if it hits you, it takes.
Yeah.
No. So go ahead and roll the hit.
On a hit, melee spell attack. Okay. So that is +8, so 14.
That hits. Roll for damage.
Okay. For 11 fire damage.
11 fire damage. You immediately see it just... You cut straight into its neck. And immediately, if it were going to bleed, it would have, but the flame from the blade cauterized the wound as you cut through it, and it doesn't bleed. Except for the very end of your cut, where just a little bit of blood starts to trickle out. It's already starting to falter, but unless you want to move, then it's its turn.
I know I need to stand my ground against these things, so
okay,
I will do so.
Immediately, it's going to use its movement, all 50 feet of it, to circle around you and stay within your melee range. And it's going to get to here and then immediately try to pounce on you as you're spinning around. Make a strength saving throw for me. As it rolls its claw attack to hit you. 13. That just makes the save. Although it does get a claw attack into you, which I believe it's a 20 total.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So you take another. It's 5 points of slashing damage as it cuts into you, and immediately as you launch it launch it backwards with your staff again. It's able to get a claw across your chest. It's going to look pissed, but it's going to use its movement again once it lands to go and face in front of you. And that's its turn. I believe that was a full 50 feet that it moved.
Then I will just go ahead and immediately turn around and I'm just going to use Produce Flame because it's the same attack bonus.
Okay.
So 15 to hit.
15 hits.
Yep. And I will go ahead and roll my 3d6 damage, and at least I'm consistent.
You immediately burn this thing to a crisp as it falls dead on the ground in front of you. And it is dead.
We eating good tonight.
As the rodeo clowns come out and drag the burnt remains.
Hey, wait a minute.
It's not... The Produce Flame, or really any flame spell, isn't meant for cooking. It's meant for incinerating. So it's pretty charred.
Yeah. And this is fiery weapon too, so I just use Produce Flame as the proxy basically.
Yeah. So they start dragging away the starting to crumble corpse of this desert panther. But it is dead. Immediately cheers. They're like, I knew you could do it. Maybe this guy isn't a scrub. You do have time to recuperate if you'd like to.
If I actually hit the right hotkey to unmute myself. I'm going to go ahead and just go straight up. So I'm not going to do any healing or anything.
Okay.
Yet.
All right, cool. Immediately, Alara, you feel a shift on your head of Froggy feeling a little bit shaken you hear a deep bellowing ribbit.
Oh, giant frog. That's awesome.
And you see as they let out a hopping giant frog out. And in my best Mortal Kombat voice, round 2, fight. Roll for initiative, please.
Drip's older brother.
That's better.
That's way better.
15 here.
I don't know what the
Dad?
deck. I don't know what the Dad? What's that? Yeah, you go first. Roll the 17.
Cool.
So it is going to take a giant hop and land right here in the center of the arena.
Okay. Then I'm going to go ahead and take my action to go ahead and eeny, meeny, miny, mo. I'm going to go ahead and cast Ice Knife on him.
Okay. Is that 25?
Go ahead and chuck that.
25 to hit. Oh, yeah. This thing's big and blubbery, and it's easy to hit. So, yeah, that absolutely hits.
So, DC 16 dex saves.
No. Fails.
Then it takes the 9 cold damage as well.
Okay, 11 points. Oh, Jesus Christ. I forgot that these challenge rating 1 creatures have almost no hit points. Okay, so that's 11 points. Not quite in the bloody range yet, but it is starting to look a little hurt. But that is your turn. Do you want to move at all or anything?
Nope. I'm going to stand my ground.
Cool. It's going to... What is this? Reach 5 feet. It's going to just very subtly hop up to you, and you're going to see its tongue shoot out of its mouth and attempt to grab you. To hit, that is a... Whew, that's 23 to hit. That's a natural 19. I'm going to need you.
Oh, yeah.
It's going to grab you and just immediately bring you close, like shove you close or drag you close, and like it's going to attempt to. Well, okay, that roll to hit was for the tongue to grab you. Now it's going to bite you. Okay, I think that hits you. The 20.
Yep. My AC is 17, so.
Okay. So it's 1d10 plus 2, so it's 11 points of piercing damage. Make a strength saving throw.
Just open.
19. You're able to, as it bites down, you're able to push off of it and get out of its mouth, but the tongue is still wrapped around you. You are considered grappled.
That's
fine. Actually, no. Sorry, I read that wrong. With a strength saving throw, you immediately push your way out. You are not grappled, but you are covered in slime, like frog goop, and kind of sitting there, a little I wouldn't say frustrated, but it was a new experience to be almost eaten. But yeah, I don't think it has anything it can do. No, that is its turn.
Alrighty, I will go ahead and slash out of my saber.
Okay. 16 definitely hits.
1 damage.
9 fire damage. Is
nothing damage. That's
9 just... Sorry, you cut out. Oh, I see. So...
Sorry, Murdoch is being obnoxious right now, so I'm trying to, like, mute myself for the most.
You're good. It's starting to look really hurt. Like, you see blood start to pour out of it. It's not looking great. But, is that your turn?
Yeah, I think that'll do.
Okay. Alright, so it's going to attempt to... Its tongue out, looking a little desperate. It's going to attempt to grapple you with its tongue. It's a natural 20. So...
Oh, boy.
So 24 total to grapple you, which does hit your AC. And it's going to try to bite you. Be glad that was for the grapple and not the damage. 17 to hit is your 17's your AC.
Beats it. Yep.
Okay. That's a 1 on the D10. That's a 3 points of piercing damage, but make a strength saving throw as it tries to clamp you in its jaws. 9. That's a fail. You guys see Vakten just immediately get clamped down by this frog. You are now considered grappled, and you must restrain the toad. Can't. You're considered grappled, but immediately you feel the toad try to bite down more. But because you're so big that its mouth cannot, like, bite into you. However, you are grappled until the end of your next turn, where you can make another saving throw. Now that you are...
So am I, like, half in its mouth?
You're, like, half in its mouth, and you feel the muscles of its neck start to, like, constrict and try to bring you farther into its stomach.
Okay. And is it, like, my upper half, or what's the situation here?
It would be... You'd be in there sideways, so... Like... it says medium creatures that cannot swallow whole, but it can attempt to swallow it. So you my understanding of that is you'd probably be in there like sideways, where your head and your leg are sticking out both sides of it, but your arms are like in your torso are like clasped underneath it.
Beautiful.
But it is your turn. Make a strength saving throw to see if you break out of it. Or you can attack. You can attack it from. You're grappled, so you can attack it with disadvantage, or you can make the saving throw. Your choice.
I mean, I'm gonna go ahead and do the attack with disadvantage because I'm pretty sure this is not a. Yes, it is. So if my hands are inside of this thing, and it's looking pretty rough, I'm just going to go ahead and Oh, let's be a little splashy here. I'm gonna go ahead and burning hands inside of it.
Okay, roll with. Oh, it's a saving throw.
Yep.
It's going to. It rolled a natural 18 plus 1, so it's a 19. Does
I believe it's still half damage.
I think it still takes half damage. Yeah.
Yep. Half as much damage on a successful one, so it'd be 8 fire.
Let's see if it if you can somehow roll enough for it to be enough. 8 fire. It's looking really fucking hurt. But
it's still alive.
It's not enough to kill it though.
Darn. Okay.
It is now going to attempt to swallow you. Okay. It needs to. Yes, total cover against attacks. Effects. Okay. Yeah. So it's going to use its action to swallow you farther. So now your entire body is within its mouth. You take 3d6 acid damage. That's 14 points of acid damage. Or sorry, poison damage. No, is it poison damage? It's acid damage. Sorry.
Yeah, either way, doesn't make a difference.
Yeah.
I don't have anything against either of them right now, so.
Okay. Yeah, so that's 14 points of acid damage as it swallows you farther. You are now considered restrained. Actually, sorry. First, I've never used these toads before. Actually, sorry. Second round of it swallowing you, you are restrained and blinded. Currently, you're grappled and blinded. So, any attacks are made with disadvantage, and any attacks are made with disadvantage, and any sight-based action you can't you have to do with disadvantage as well. So it is it's now going to, with you in its mouth, it is going to start hopping around because there's nothing else better to do with its life. It's just gonna pop. Okay, that's its movement.
So cool.
It's your turn now, though. You can still attack with disadvantage, or if you want to try to burst your way out of its mouth, you can do that.
I'm gonna go ahead and make at least one attack. It'll be significantly less splashy, but I'm gonna try to bite him from the inside, and I'm guessing a 6 is not gonna do it though.
6 isn't gonna do it.
Damn.
Yeah, so that's rough.
Okay.
It's now going to attempt to swallow you again. Actually, it just does it because you're already in there. You take another 3d6 acid damage. I rolled 3 ones, so you take 3 points of acid damage.
Nice.
But you are now considered restrained and blinded. You cannot make any attacks. You cannot move. Your only option is to make the saving throw now, which is a strength saving throw.
Sure. And I will go ahead and do that, or take a stab at that with that 17 there.
Are all saving throws with disadvantage when you're restrained?
I hope not.
Roll 20. Tell me. Conditions. Frightened, grappled, incapacitated, visible, or petrified, poisoned, prone. Restrained. A restrained creature's speed becomes 0, and it can't benefit from any bonus to its speed. Attack rolls against this creature have advantage, and the creature's attack rolls have disadvantage. Sorry, so you could still attack. You have disadvantage on dexterity saving throws. So you technically could still attack if you want to try to roll, or if you want to roll that 17 would get you back to where you're only being grappled.
Yeah, I'll start hauling myself out there, and that's my action, right?
Yes. That is your action.
Okay.
But you're able to push your way back out of its mouth a little bit. But top of its turn, it is...
1 second here. I'm going to go ahead and... I have to read the spell because I've literally never used it, and I've only had it used once as a DM. So, Oh, okay. I'm gonna go ahead and with bonus action cast Healing Spirit.
Okay.
If I can get the somatic components out for it.
You can move your hands. You just can't really.
Okay.
No.
Then I will go ahead and Healing Spirit and have it just kind of hover over the half of me that's not in this thing's mouth. And we'll go ahead and take the 4 points of healing.
Okay. So that's your turn. Since your movement is 0, you can't do any movement other than what the strength saving throw allows. Top of its turn, it's going to swallow you back to where you were.
Fair.
And you're going to take another 3d6 acid damage. Oh boy. That's 16 points of acid damage.
Okay.
And it's going to retroactively hop around again. But yeah, that's its turn. So you can make an attack. You knew getting a sense that it was pretty hurt when you got swallowed. So that is an option.
Yeah. Yep. I will go ahead and give the just re-summon my saber with a bonus action and slash it.
Okay. Roll
slash at it again.
Roll disadvantage.
Where's the stupid little thing there? At least I'm consistent.
2 13s. That hits.
Yep.
Real.
There were multiple typos there. Oh yeah. There, I knew my luck couldn't continue for too long with that ridiculous damage.
How do you want to do this? You had 5 HP left. How do you want to do this?
I will take that. So if I'm all the way in it now, right?
You're all the way in it, yeah.
Okay. You see this thing grow a little unicorn horn of fire.
Nice.
As my saber kind of sticks out. I just kind of slash my way out vertically out of its mouth.
Nice.
And kind of just step out.
You step out. Everyone thought that you were done for. In fact, a lot of people were like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, this guy comes out, they thought it was a letdown, getting eaten by a chode. And then you just watch the fucking fire sword come up and just slice this thing from the top of its head down to its jaw. And you just watch Vaten stand up out of it. Covered in acid burns, covered in blood, covered in mucus. It's gross.
Yep.
But
I'm going to go ahead and drop a 4th level Cure Wounds as the kind of in between the rounds, if that's all right.
Okay, that's fine. For the sake of speed, go ahead and heal yourself there. That
was
not great.
Yeah.
Not great for a 4th level Cure Wounds. But hey, 15 HP is... Do you have any healing potions?
I do not.
Oh, no. All right.
There.
Can I toss him one?
No. I mean, you can try.
I almost tried passing him one as we walked past each other, but I didn't think about it.
I wouldn't have accepted it. So.
Oh, okay.
Okay. The crowd cheers as you cut your way out of this toad. The clowns come and drag it out, and immediately as they drag it out, you hear what sound like scratching and screeching. What?
I'm also going to get another. Sorry, I'm going to get another 1d6 healing from my spirit.
Okay, go for you. That stays up for what? An hour? 1 minute? 10 minutes?
A minute, I believe.
Okay.
What do the clowns look like?
They look like a mixture between orcs and humans. Half orcs with like
dressed as. I'm just curious.
They have like leathers on, and like their faces are like semi painted, and they don't look like actual clowns, but they look like they're kind of dressed kind of goofy. They have big hats on and a little bit of face paint on. Their lips are painted.
Kind of like gestures almost.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah. But immediately you see this thing burst out of the cage.
Fuck is that?
This is an Ankeg. And it is angry as fuck, and it's just going to skitter its way. You see this thing. You see this bug-like creature with giant mandibles up front, with 8 legs as they crawl out and immediately look at you and just kind of like stares at you and But lets out this the inhaled screech. Roll for initiative if you haven't already.
Ooh. 9 and change.
That's fine. It rolled a 5, and I don't think it has many stat blocks to find. Yeah, no, I believe you go first. Oh yeah, it doesn't even. It actually, that's a 4 because it has a -1 to its dexterity.
Excellent.
Yeah, you see this thing crawl out, and immediately its mandibles are just clacking at you. You see saliva coming out of its mouth. Get the sense this thing hasn't been fed in a while.
Yeah, that's fair. I'm gonna go ahead and with my axe gun. I'm just gonna go big. We're just gonna go ahead and call lightning on this thing.
Okay.
Damn.
May I ask a question?
Sure.
How high is this wall in front of me? To the ground floor.
It's about 20-foot drop.
Shit.
Why?
I was gonna full stealth and have one of you guys hand me a healing potion and deliver it to him.
We don't know he doesn't have any though.
Well, true.
Show me flags or something like benders. That'd be cool.
It rolled a 2, but its dexterity save is a -1, so it definitely fails.
Mm-hmm.
Roll for damage.
Oh, yeah.
Is that 16 for the call lightning?
Yep.
Okay. As soon as you see this billowing lightning cloud come out, and you've seen Vaten cast this before, you've also seen Alara cast it once before. Just lightning bolts jam down into the side of this thing. It's already looking bloodied.
I'll just go ahead and take a few steps back.
Okay. That's fair. Far away are you? Okay. It's gonna ragefully run up 30 feet. Make a dexterity saving throw for me as you see its mouth start to billow with this green, like, liquid. 8, that's a fail.
I've not been doing saves.
As it sprays you with an acidic-like liquid. You take 10 points of acid damage as it sprays it onto you. And just covers you with acid. That's its turn.
Okay.
Call lightning's still up, yeah?
Yep. So bonus action, I will go ahead and take the 1d6 healing from my thing. How many times that would be? This would be the 3rd time I've received healing from it, right?
Technically, you had a round in between, is how I'm considering it. So 4th, this would be the 4th round. So you have 6 rounds left of that.
Okay. Oh, I only have 5 uses of it, I think.
Okay, so it's your 3rd time using it, though.
Yeah. 6 uses. Sorry.
Okay. So you have 3 more left.
Yep. So that will bring me back up to a nice even 30. And yeah, I'm not fucking around. I'm just gonna send another lightning bolt its way.
That's a natural 1. So it fails. Another 16 points of lightning damage. It's looking pretty fried. It's not looking great. And it knows that, so it's in desperation. It's going unless you want to move anymore.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and 20, 25, 30. I know that's not putting much distance between it and me, but
No, it's immediately going to run up.
Oh yeah,
and it's going to bite you twice with its mandibles.
Okay.
First roll. Natural 20.
Oh.
You go from a natural 1 to a natural 20. It's only 13 points of piercing damage for the first one. And you also take 6 points of acid damage on the bite.
Okay.
Second hit. Ooh. 16.
For my AC,
Yeah.
does not hit.
Does not hit you.
Does not hit.
It bites into you the first time and clamps down on you, but as it goes through the second bite, you're able to dodge out of the way and kind of use your spear to like bash it out of the way. But that is its turn.
I will look at it, smile, and say, "My turn," and I will try to bite it. Nah.
Natural 1 is it's a miss.
Yep. So I'll take my 4th heal from my healing spirit.
Okay.
And it was a typo because that is not a D5; it's a D6 that I need.
There you go. A little bit better than a 1. Yeah.
A little bit. And then that'll do it. I think.
Okay. Make a dexterity saving throw, unless you want to move more.
Nope.
Okay. Make a dexterity saving throw.
Oof.
It's a fail.
Dice did not like me tonight.
Dice don't like me tonight. That's only 5 points of acid damage.
Alrighty, I will take that.
As it sprays more acid over you. It's just gonna hold its ground. It's gonna rear up and like clack its mandibles at you, but that is its turn.
Okay. So I still have Call Lightning up. No sense in messing around anymore.
I mean, even if it fails, it has 7 hit points left, so even if it fails.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah, so you jam this lightning down into the top of it, and immediately its hard carapace on the outside starts to smoke, and it falls dead at your feet. You're not looking too great yourself.
No, I'm in pretty rough shape.
As the helpers run out of this tunnel and drag it out, you do have a moment to collect yourself and heal. You could use your healing spirits one more time. I know.
Yep.
2
I'll
more
go ahead
times.
and do that. I'll go ahead and get the 1 point of healing.
All right.
And let's see how much Cure Wounds hates me if I cast it up at 4 again.
There you
That's
go.
a little bit better.
28's a bit
Quite
more
little bit.
respectable, yeah. Sorry, and you guys, Thaddeus and Ori bet on round 6.
Yeah.
Okay, just making sure. All right. After
Do you
your
have any extra potions for healing? Or you can hang me. I'll use my cloak and you can hang me over the edge. We can send him a message to walk over. I will deliver him a healing potion.
I think there's too many people around. You'll get caught there, bud.
Vartan's doing fine.
All right.
That was 4, correct?
That was 4th round. Or you're going on to the 4th round. Let me double check. You have the giant toad, panther, and that. Yeah, so we're going on to round 4 now.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Before we start round 4, I know Beep wanted to try to entertain people.
Yes.
So explain to me how you're trying to entertain people.
So right now, Beep is just in the stands, and he's like, I know he's been kind of sitting in the same spot, but he's also been kind of moving around a little bit in his like nearby area, going up and down the stairs and all that. Okay. And he's had a little pouch next to him, just hanging out from his side, like for people to put coins in. And he's just playing a little ditty on his kazoo the whole way up and down.
Okay, roll performance check for me. With advantage, right, because this is in the middle of a festival and people are drinking.
Can I Beep on my shoulder?
Can you put Beep on your shoulder? Easily.
Yeah, as he's doing this.
Are you going to walk Beep around?
Yeah.
Okay.
So everyone can see and hear you.
All right.
And I just realized
Did you say with advantage, by the way?
Yeah, with advantage.
Okay.
Yeah, I rolled 0 concentration checks for Call Lightning, so let's call that down.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair.
So,
all right, we got a 25.
25. With Ori, with you playing your kazoo and dancing around, and Ori eventually joining in, it's a grand spectacle seeing a large minotaur and a tabaxi dancing around like this. Ori, personally, you are handed 30 gold.
Oh shit!
For the performance, Beep over the rounds, and we'll say you've been doing this since Elka's performance, dancing around and stuff, and then Ori just recently joined in. You have collected off of the drunk bastards inside in this in this little area that you're dancing around in. 4 platinum.
Holy shit. Okay.
68 gold.
All right.
13 silver. And 3 copper.
Okay.
25 gets you a lot, especially in something like this. But anyways, back to our regular scheduled event. As you see, well, you two not paying attention to the arena at this moment. Those that are watching, you see Vaten kind of like doing his best to heal himself. And then your stomach drops as you see what comes through to the gate next. As you see a monster of legend.
Uh-oh.
Throughout the countryside. Step through. And just lumber in. It's kind of like screeching and like bear sounds at the same time. You'd recognize this as an owl bear. And it's just going to lumber forward. Vaten, you're not afraid of most things. In fact, you're not really afraid of of honestly, not a lot of things at all. But seeing a creature this size wander through after having some harrowing experiences with the things you just fought, you kind of have to steel your mind a little bit, because this thing it does invoke some weird fear through most people seeing an owl bear up this close, because you generally don't see them this close to cities ever. And all of you have heard many stories of owl bears running into a village, killing everybody in it, and then claiming it as its own. But this thing stands up on its hind legs with its wings spread out, and it just kind of looks at you, and it just kind of head tilts like an owl, but its claws come out and just kind of like are steadying it. Roll for initiative for me.
Alrighty.
I missed my dice tray. You rolled a 5. It rolled a 5, but it does get a +1 for its dex. So it's a 6, so it goes first.
Yeah, I only rolled a 3, so.
And speed for okay. So yeah, it definitely can get up to you. It's just going to look at you and just full blown rush at you. It's going to attempt to bite at you with its long hooked beak. First attack. I assume a 9 doesn't hit you. 9 doesn't hit you.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
Nope.
That's with its beak. Now it's going to use its claw to try to swipe at you as well. It's a natural 20.
Ouchies.
So that's 2d8 doubled. The dice are hating me today, guys. That's a 3 and a 2. So that's 5 doubled, which is 10 plus 5. That's 15 points of slashing damage. It's still respectable, but
oh yeah,
could have been so much worse. All right, well that's its turn. It kind of claws into you and then just kind of looks at you, and you see its head twist downwards, like almost at a 90-degree angle, as it just stares at you. Your turn. What would you like to do?
Alrighty. I'm gonna go ahead and need it to make. I'm just gonna cast it at first level right now. A Constitution saving throw.
No, that's a 6.
Alrighty. So it's gonna take 9 thunder damage and get pushed 10 feet away from me.
Does that affect differently with large creatures?
I don't believe there's any difference.
Okay.
Each creature must make on a failed save is pushed 10 feet away from you.
Okay. So it's immediately pushed 10 feet away. Takes 9 points. All right. Still looking like an owlbear. No issues. Do you want to try to move it all, or?
Yeah. Let's go ahead and go. I kind of back myself into a corner here. So I'm going to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Still in a corner, but...
And then you still have one more use of your healing if you want that.
Yeah, let's go ahead and do that then.
3, there you go.
Alrighty.
Alrighty. With that, you typed in 3.
Yeah.
I saw that your HP bar was just like 0. I was like,
I hit equals instead of plus.
Oh. Well, it looking a little confused by the magic that you just used.
And obviously that is a loud boom, so...
Just a... Yeah, boom, crackle. I don't think you've ever cast a spell...
I have not.
Ever.
Zane has.
I have.
Zane, you recognize the spell immediately as Thunderwave, and you're like, huh, didn't realize he could cast that. The bear's just going to immediately run up on you and try to bite you again.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yes,
Totally fair.
It has 40 feet of movement.
Yeah.
17 to hit. Which hits you.
It beats it. Yep.
Yeah. Alright, that's 13 points of piercing damage as it's going to claw at you. It's a natural 1. So it will bite at you successfully and then try to bring its claw down onto your shoulder to try to dig in even more and go for, and like acting like it wants to go for another bite, but you're able to push it off of you and it completely whiffs on the claw swing. And it actually kind of makes it stumble a little bit. Doesn't make it go prone, but it does knock it off balance slightly as it misses you that hard. But that is its turn. What would you like to do?
Okay. I am going to look through my spells to see if I prepared one that I thought I prepared, but apparently I did not. Okay, so that sucks. So much for that idea. Then I will go ahead and put a flaming sphere right on the other side of it.
Okay, and that's a dex save?
Yep, dex save.
No. That's a 2. 2 plus 1, so 3.
Alrighty. Yep. So it takes a whole 3 fire damage because, yeah, let's roll as close to minimum damage as we can.
Okay. Anything else you want to do on your turn?
It doesn't make sense to run because it's just going to catch me. I'll only die tired.
True.
So yeah, I'm just going to hang out here.
Okay. It's going to bite at you. That is a 9 to hit, which that misses.
Does not, yep.
Now it's going to try to claw you. That will hit you, though. That's a 25.
Oh, yeah.
We see the falling of Vauten with these dice rolls.
Hopefully not. I still have a trick to go up my sleeve.
15 points of piercing damage, or slashing damage.
God dang. Yep, I'm out.
You guys watch as this owlbear just rakes across his chest, and it flings him back a good 5 feet with the strength. Breaking through, not breaking his armor, but slashing through it.
I don't wear armor.
Oh, you don't wear armor. So you just watch Vauten just get ripped to shreds by the claw of this owlbear. And
I have the natural armor from the tough, scaly skin that I have, and then my shield, and that's essentially all I have. So
cool. Yeah. Vauten falls unconscious. Immediately, the owlbear starts to jump up on him and wants to bite into it. And then very similar glyph marking shows up underneath its neck. You see a dull red glow as it falls forward and almost falls on top of Vauten, but it falls just to the side of him, unconscious, as Vauten is also unconscious on the ground. The clowns come out and drag it to the closest tunnel, but realize, oh, this is where the contestants come out of. So they have to they drag it all the way across the arena and then into that tunnel. Immediately, the same type of cleric people run out with a stretcher this time, just in case, because they don't know the severity. See that he's still alive, but not breathing. Will pump a 4th level Cure Wounds into you. I know I have another D8. Where the fuck are you?
Give me some epi.
Okay, so that's not bad at all. That is 16, 19 plus 9, so that's 27 points of healing to you as you're brought back to consciousness. There are cheers, there are moans and groans. Ori and Thaddeus, you both lose 100 gold.
Fuck.
Well, I'm even.
this, as I kind of get up from the cleric, I will. This one should not have messed around. Actually, no, I'll say it. This one should not have fucked around. This one has found out.
The cleric lady looks at you and just says, "Yes, you did. Are you okay, my dear?"
Very well, thank you.
And she'll help you to your feet and guide you back into the dressing room.
I make a stop to pick up my spear and kind of lean on that walking stick style. And
there's cheers from the crowd. They're like, then you also hear murmurs saying, "Now the bear's kind of rough for round 4." Well, he did his best, and they start cheering, "Vauten, Vauten." Some people excited because they bet right. Some people, again, kind of moaning and groaning, including two of your friends.
Well, I didn't know they bet. So.
No, Ori's pretty hyped right now.
As they help you out. At this point, Elka, you are fully healed, in the back, and the same goes for Vauten, just for the sake of time because we did start a little late. You are both healed fully by the team of clerics in the dressing room, and immediately, Ori, you are escorted to the dressing room right after they haul Va-10 out. And you hear the announcer chime in. Very well. Well, that was the end of our man versus beast competition. Officially, the winner of this competition is Miss Elka. Give her a round of applause. Elka, if
Give me my money.
Elka, you can collect your prize at the end of the Arbington Clash. And then you're also briefed in underneath that you will be asked to come out into the center after it is all done to be handed a trophy and your reward.
Damn, you're about to make bank.
Va-10, you are told to also come out into the center since you got third place. So
this one is surprise.
You got third place. No one made it past. Only one other person made it past round 5. And as you, and random rolling who it is, you see a halfling man, kind of sitting there, a little beat up, smug, looking at all of you. Has like beak marks all through him, who probably from some sort of beaked creature, could be the owlbear itself.
I was gonna say I would look at him and go, "Owlbear."
He'll just look at you. No, just a big bird. But as they clear the battlefield of most of the blood they can with prestidigitation, as well as kind of reset. Ori, you are ushered down into the changing room, where you are immediately met with a individual that you've seen before just earlier today. He looks like a green-skinned elvish man, but you've already seen. You haven't met him, but you would know that this man is a Githzeri or a Githzere. A Gith. And you look at him, he looks at you, he nods. And what looks to be a referee, a orc man, probably about 7 foot tall, wearing leathers, looks at both of you and says, "All right, before this bout starts, there are some ground rules that must be followed, but I will leave what set of ground rules up to you, that are to be followed, up to you two. First off, are both of you okay with a fight to the death?"
Absolutely.
The Gith looks at you and just kind of nods. Very well. The ground rules you must follow. All attacks must stay within the arena. All blows must be made with intent to kill. If we see that you are pulling your punches for some reason, you will be disqualified and dealt with immediately. Understood?
Yes.
The guy will nod. Very well. Ori, Holmes, as he'll look at the guy. Your bout starts in 2 minutes. Make your preparations and make your way out to the field when you are ready.
I'm gonna extend, or he's gonna extend his arm to do the forearm handshake.
You'll see him kind of leaning against this. He has a staff in his hand, and his eyes are closed. And as you do it, without even looking at you, he'll hold out his arm, and he'll meet you with it, and then he'll just look at you. Big guy. Certainly hope all that muscle can back up any perceived thoughts I have about you. Name's Holmes. Holmes Bogon. And Ori?
They just call me Ori.
Ori? May the best man win. And hopefully your death will be as painless as possible. As he will stand up and start walking towards the arena, kind of with a smirk on his face.
Ori will nod to that, and when he turns around, he's gonna have like a evil grin on his face, and anyone who's like kind of around him, like in that direction that he's facing, it's gonna look like he's grinning from like ear to ear, and he looks like evil. If you ever watched Jujutsu Kaisen, if you ever seen that meme where he's just smiling, the main character, and he like looks to like the side, that's what he looks like right now. Like he's thinking he's about to dismember this guy.
The referee sees you and kind of like looks side eyes you, doesn't say anything. Ori, make a wisdom saving throw for me, please.
Oh, jeez. Oh, nat 20. That would be a 23.
You hear in your head, "Yeah, blood, feed me, hunt." And as you feel a rush of energy that you know very well try to take over your consciousness, you immediately shirk it off with no issue. And you just feel the fading of that. You feel the fading of the need to feed, the need to hunt. But it's immediately filled in with your own excitement and bloodlust that you just naturally have. And you are yourself for this fight.
Damn. Almost lost my cool there. About near killed everyone here. Kind of like laughed to himself as he's walking.
As the referee hears, like, well, we'll see if the referee hears that. He absolutely hears that. That's a 19.
Does he show any signs of like hearing that?
He looks at you just kind of like side-eyed, kind of concerned look, but not like trying to show it, trying to hide it.
He'll see him look at him and just go, "Oh, I'm good. I'll be all right."
Oh, all right, that's fine.
I got voices sometimes, you know how it is.
Sure, yeah. Make your way out to the arena.
Yep, that's where I'm going. Yeah, keep walking.
And you'll see this guy just standing out there, leaning against his staff, looking like eyes closed. It's almost as if he's meditating as he walks out, and he hears like the cheers. And as you walk out, you immediately hear an eruption from the crowd as the announcer walks up. All right, first round of the Arbington Clash, mano a mano. We are told that the two contestants in the ring today, Ori from Kumlats and Holmes Bogon from the Rania Trench, are agreeing to spar to the death, or fight to the death. And immediately there's cheers. Place your bets with our bet keepers. Ori, Holmes, may the best man win.
What are the odds?
All the odds are double your money.
All right.
I just put the GIF in chat. That's what I was referencing.
Yeah. Accurate. Okay. So Ori, you step forward.
Where? Okay.
I'm just dragging you. At this point, Elka and Vaten, you have made your. If you wanted to, you've made your way out. Onto the platform to watch the fights, if that's what you want to do. Or you can do other shit if you want. I mean, that's up to you. But
Jesus,
500 GP on Ori, 200 on Ori. You guys
Ori's
are
just
kind
gonna
of
throw.
Actually, is there a way I can give him a bardic inspiration from the sands?
seeing as bardic inspiration is an auditory ability, and there's a lot of cheering going on. I'm going to say make a performance check and explain how you're going to inspire Ori.
All right.
Before I start our battle music.
All right, I'm going to first do the performance check to see if it's good or not. And then I'll explain. Oh, well, I guess it's a 9. I didn't mean to do that one.
9.
So no, it's just shit.
as you try to do whatever you're trying to do, it just the
noise is, I guess, knocking
the ambiance,
knocking it all out.
Hey, there's some ambiance. Those are more cheers of anger than cheers, but they'll work. But yeah, as you try to do whatever you're trying to do, it gets drowned out by the noise of the crowd. So no bardic inspiration for Ori, unfortunately.
Darn.
And immediately, the announcer goes, "May the best man win. Ready? Fight!" Roll initiative for me, Ori.
Let's go. What's my... Oh, it's 23.
23. His initiative is also 23. Roll again. Actually, what's your dexterity modifier? We'll go off of that.
14.
So do you get bonuses?
Oh, the modifier +2.
+2. Okay. And you rolled a 23? How did you do that?
My initiative is plus added 2 because of athletic, or what the hell is that called? Remarkable athlete.
Oh, right. So you get a plus. I got you. +4. All right. So his is a +5. So he goes first. And he just looks at you. May the best man win. And he will lunge forward at you, twirling his bow staff. And he's going to hit you once up underneath the jaw. It's a plus... What's his plus to hit? +9 to hit. That's a 21 to hit you.
That just hits.
You take 2d8. You take... You take 15 points of bludgeoning damage, plus... As you feel the crack underneath your chin, you also feel a rush of magical energy blast you backwards for another 22 points of force damage as it blasts you back. And he's also going to hit you with a stunning strike. Make a... You can burn a keen point for stunning strike.
What's the total for that hit?
22 plus 15, so it'd be 37 total.
Okay.
And then he's also going to stunning strike you, so I need you to roll a Constitution saving throw.
21.
21. You save. As you feel a rush of energy blast over your body, you shirk it off, but immediately as he blasts you back, you stay on your feet, but he's going to immediately flip his staff around and try to come down on the side of your face to hit you again. That is a 26 to hit.
Yep.
Okay, so it's points plus. It's 9 points of bludgeoning damage, and rolled shit on the dice. It's 13 more points of force damage. He's gonna stunning strike you again. Roll another con save.
22.
22. You make the save. Again, you feel it's a weird sensation. You've never quite fought a monk before, but immediately you're just assailed by this blistering speed and really tough blows. But
I hit hard. That took half my health.
he's going to the stunning strike count as a bonus action. It doesn't. So he's gonna bonus action patient defense as he leans back. That means okay. Means he takes the dodge action, so he's you're rolling with disadvantage on your attacks.
Okay.
Monks. I love monks.
All right. He's going to swing with his axe on all attacks. Disadvantage?
Disadvantage on all attacks, yeah. Patient defense counts for the turn.
Alright, that is a... Axe, 28 to hit.
28 hits.
Alright, damage for that is... Oops. It's 46 damage right there.
46 damage. Cut into him. Alright, patient defense. Sorry. It's not. I'm wrong. It's not disadvantage. Wait, is it? That's the dodge action. So it's yeah, it is with disadvantage.
Okay.
So sorry, disadvantage on the turn for the patient defense. But okay, sorry, you said 40. How much? 48.
46.
46. Okay. It's a good blow.
And he's gonna attack again with extra attack.
Okay.
That is 27.
27 hits. And this is with your glaive then?
Axe.
Axe, okay. Reminder, I just want to remind you as your friend and as your DM, you will not have time for a short rest. So your action surge, you won't be able to use it in your next round if you use it in this round, just so you're aware.
Oh, it's back to back.
It's not back to back, but the rounds, you won't have an hour for a short rest.
Okay.
Just so you're aware. I should have mentioned that before the fight started, but.
There's 42 damage on that.
42 damage. Nice. It's looking a little hurt, not bloodied yet, but looking. Your cleaves do hurt him.
And I use bonus for the glaive.
Gotcha.
I just rolled a 19 and a 20, so that's a crit for the 19. What is... Okay. $76 damage for that.
He's not quite even with all those hits. Your attacks are hitting him hard, but he's not as hurt as you thought he'd be.
I feel like he's just gonna kill me next round. Fuck it, action surge.
All right, action surge it up.
All right. So he's gonna attack. I'm gonna attack with my axe.
Okay.
That is a 25 to hit.
25 hits.
It's 45 damage.
45 damage. He's looking. You're starting to see blood seep out of him. He's not looking great.
And I'll use extra attack again.
Okay.
That's a 30 to hit.
Absolutely hits. Yeah.
43 damage.
43 damage.
Yep.
After all that cleaving, he looks like he's on death's door. But he is barely holding on. He's holding on to his staff. He just looks like a... Good job. My turn.
Look.
And he's, you still have movement if you want movement.
Nice is gonna hit me. I'll just stay here.
Okay. Alright, so he's going to... You're going to see him take a deep inhaled breath as he's starting to bleed. He's going to hit you with his staff, again, up underneath your chin. 22?
That hits.
Okay. Alright, he's going to... Okay, that's not bad. That's 11 points of bludgeoning damage and 19 points of force damage on his first hit. He's going to stunning strike you. So do another con save for me.
23.
23. You succeed. You're pretty. Your constitution's pretty good. He's gonna go twirl it around again and hit you. Instead of going up underneath your chin, he's gonna twirl it and then basically lunge forward and stab you and try to like jam it up underneath your sternum, like up into your rib cage. Yeah, that definitely hits you. That's a 28.
Yep.
Alright, so there's those. Oh god, it's 2 1s. So it's 5 points of bludgeoning damage. And 20 points of force damage. You're still standing?
No, I'm down.
Are you down?
Yeah.
To the death, they say. And he's going to flurry of blows. It's the same as action surge. He's gonna flurry of blows, spin his staff around, and just smack you. He rolls with advantage. That's a 1 and a 2. That's a 1 and a 2 on the dice, so he misses you when you're on the ground. He's shit, and he's going to roll again. Okay, that one hits you. You immediately lose two death saving throws, Ori, as he slams it down into you, and you see this burst of force damage come off of you. That's his turn. I'm gonna need you to roll death saving throw.
Is there a way I can do like a healing word from the crowd?
I'm gonna need, I want Ori to roll his death saving throw first.
Okay.
Nat 20.
Are you fucking kidding me?
I get up.
Well, your eyes open as he's staring down at you, like pissed off he missed his first hit. And as he looks down at you, he sees your eyes open. He's like, shit. And as you're down, because you're when you're prone, you don't get a reaction. So he's going to immediately step back. He's going to step back 15 feet, given your size. And he's just going to like sit there. He does a bonus action, but he's gonna brace himself as he is looking really hurt himself.
Yeah.
You're back up to 1 HP. Beep. Healing word. I'm gonna need you to roll a performance check. and so I'm gonna need your roll performance checks. So this is gonna combine in getting the spell off while also dancing around, performing, and attempting to slip in the healing word as it's happening.
Okay.
Can I make a perception check to see if I can see him trying to do something?
I mean, with disadvantage given the state you're in. You're on the ground, your ribs are broken. You feel it's hard to breathe. This
10.
10. No, you don't see him. Okay, I'm gonna roll a general perception check or I guess it would be an insight check for the crowd. They do not notice as Beep's dancing around with his kazoo and like beeping out loud. I assume your healing word is
just beep.
Is just beep. Go ahead and roll your healing word. Healing.
It blends in. No one will notice.
No one in the crowd around you seems to notice. Yes.
Beep.
You heal
17.
17. Oh my god. You're doing so you're doing a higher level. Or you you feel this rush of energy hit you. Hard to tell if it's from magic, hard to tell if it's from just your own rising vitality, the fact that you're down and out and now you're awake. You are still prone, so it'll take
damn, I'm good.
If you would have he's like slowly backing away. He has 40 feet of movement, so he's
Ori's going to stand up for half his movement. He's going to go right here because he has 15 feet of reach.
Oh my god, you do.
And
that's right. It's 10 for large creatures, but you're joking. That's right.
He doesn't have that thing anymore, right?
No. Straight.
Fucking finally, because that's just annoying.
And
a nat 20. Let's go. He's hitting with his axe.
Okay, I want you to roll for damage because there's a chance that you'll outroll his HP and kill him with one blow. So go ahead and roll for that damage and tell me. Actually, I don't think there's any chance you do that with one hit. You will knock him out, though.
Yeah, I was going to say, I don't think that matters.
Oh, yeah, I don't think you're going to roll 138 damage in one hit. Reduced to half because he has resistance to all damage types. Monks.
It's 78 damage.
78 damage. He is unconscious on the ground. And he just kind of... You hit him as he smiles and he leans backwards.
All right, I'm immediately walking over. I'm going to bash his fucking skull in.
I'm going to need you to roll with advantage since he is now unconscious and on the ground. It is auto-critting if you hit him. Well, it's auto-crit, so you lose 2 death saves. So you have an attack and your bonus action to try to kill him.
28.
Yeah, that's a hit. So you lose 2 death saves.
And 27.
27, that'll do it. Explain to me how you kill this man.
You know what? Can he pick up the staff and just beat his head in until it's like a big puddle of just mush?
Sure.
That's metal.
After hitting him twice with his axe, he's gonna pick up his bow staff. And he's just gonna swing it on him like he's chopping wood multiple times. His head is mush.
This is the bow staff of force. So what this staff does is that on every hit, it blasts the target with 4d8 force damage. So as you're hitting into this guy, you feel the hit, and then immediately you see his skull cave in more because of the force damage. You just go boom, 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 and eventually it is a bloody pool, bloody mess. Ori, this is the first humanoid type person you've killed in about 3 weeks. Please make a wisdom saving throw for me.
Uh-oh. 4.
4. Zane, make a perception check as well as Vaten.
I do not have Roll20 up right now. I'm actually driving home from my parents' house, so
Okay.
Could you
I got
that
you.
roll for me?
I got you.
Thank you.
1 second. I'm just totaling things, doing the math. 13.
13. You see Ori brutally destroying this man. You do see the fur on his neck start to stand up a little bit. But you don't see much after that. Vaten. It's 15 on the dice plus perception, which is plus 8. So you immediately clock. And Ori, as you beat this man's head in with his own weapon, you blink your eyes and all of a sudden you're no longer in the arena. You're in this black, white, smells like a cave. And you feel a sense of weightlessness come over you. A feeling that you haven't felt since being in the bag of holding long ago, a month back or so. And it's almost as if you're in the bag of holding, but you're not. And then all of a sudden you hear a voice in your head. Good. Now we hunt. And you feel all control of your body removed from you as you feel this overpowering presence take over your brain. The 4 on the wisdom saving throw. Vaten, you see a red energy start to lift up off of Ori's fur. As he turns around, you see drool coming from his teeth. You see blood covering his fur on his face. You see his eyes were normally a dark blackish brown turn into a crimson red, and inside his eyes you see these dark black almost snake-like pupils take over his normal bowl-like eyes. You see steam.
Something is wrong.
You see steam start to come out of his mouth. You see him clutch the stick, the bow staff, and out of a fit of rage, knowing this is his enemy's weapon, he takes it and slams it down into the chest of the already dead monk and just starts slamming it down repeatedly. You see force blast coming off of it, and eventually he slams it so hard that the bow staff breaks. He looks at it, realizes it's broken, throws it to the side, and unsheaths his axe and looks. He's going to... Hey, Nate, do me a favor.
Damn, I wanted that bow staff.
Nate, do me a favor.
Staff? No. I'm just kidding.
Nate,
yeah, what?
Roll a d6 for me.
5.
Does it look like he's about to jump into the crowd?
No. With a 5...
Okay.
You see him stare, and he hears Vaten say, "I think something's wrong." And he immediately...
Oh, there's no I think.
He turns...
Something is wrong.
Something is wrong. He turns, and now all of you can see the look on Ori's face. Alara, you see your best friend covered in... or his face washed away in an intense bloodlust, steam coming out of his mouth. He drops to all fours and walks about 10 feet away from the body of the now just absolutely no longer recognizable body of the gift monk. and he walks 10 feet forward, stands up on all fours. At this point, the announcer doesn't even understand what's happening. The crowd has absolutely no idea what's happening. They just think this is a victory celebration. He takes the axe.
I am preparing to cast Entangle on the floor, kind of in his path, if he starts running towards the crowd or us or anything like that.
Okay, good to know. So you hold your hand out ready to do that, and as you see that, you see him take the axe with both hands over his head, and with the 5 on the D6, he lets go and flings it with blinding speed, faster than any speed you've seen Ori throw an axe. Right at you, Zane. Ori, what's your plus to hit on your axe?
12.
That's a natural 19, which is a crit.
No, fuck.
Uh-oh.
Zane, you see this twisting axe flying at you, and before you can even get out of the way, you feel this hot, searing pain enter into your chest as you see this giant dual-sided great axe just sink into your chest, taking all breath away. What is the damage die for that?
3d 12 plus 1d6.
Roll
another plus 6.
Roll that for me, with in mind that it is a crit.
No, let me get my calculator back out.
I've been waiting for this shit to happen for 30 weeks.
Honestly, me too, because it's never happened. Oh shit. That's a lot.
What the fuck?
That's 80 damage.
I'm down.
Thaddeus, you're sitting next to Zane. You blink your eyes and you see an axe. You feel a gust of wind go past you. You see an axe just jam into Zane's chest, and you see him fall flat against his seat, bleeding out on the ground. You then see Ori. Vaten, at this point, you're holding Entangle. So you're able to cast that if you still want to.
Can I recall the axe back?
Fuck. I am with the group, right? I am next to Zane.
Pretty much, yeah.
Or
within 10, 15 feet of him, yeah.
Fuck. Then that takes priority. Because
can I propose something?
I would say yes, but you have absolutely no control of Ori.
Well, I think you'd like it.
Okay, tell me what it is.
Can I recall the axe back with Zane's body still attached to it?
You know what? I think Malar would like that.
I'm switching mindsets here. That's what I'm.
Good. Before that happens, since he's in Ori is in a trance, Vaten, you see Zane just get slammed into his seat with this axe, breath leaving his body. I'm gonna say you have one action to move there and do what you want to do, within mind that within mind that you now realize Ori has snapped.
Yeah. So Vaten has a very clear list of priorities that always kind of inform his actions, and protecting innocent people is up there, but protecting and keeping friends alive is higher up there. So I'm not even worrying about Entangle, not even thinking about Ori right now. I'm going for Zane, and I think I still have 3rd level Cure Wounds.
I will check for you. So you want to do a 3rd level highest level Cure Wounds, I assume you can do?
Assuming it's not my last 3rd level spell slot, yes.
Okay. Of course, during this intense moment, Roll20 decides to not reload your character sheet. There it is. You have, you have no 4th level spells left.
I knew that.
You have 2 3 levels, so a 3rd level.
Okay. Yep, third level Cure Wounds into Zane.
3rd level Cure Wounds into Zane. Okay.
And as this is happening, as he like takes it, I am immediately watching him go down. I am reaching for a vial of healing at 40 points, and I'm basically going to go down on top of him and open his mouth and pour it in his mouth.
Okay, you get 14 points of healing, so you're back alive. The axe is still lodged in your chest. You immediately wake up and feel immediate searing pain. Go and, what's the healing potion? Like, what's the...
It just says 40 points plus 4D.
I'm, let me...
like a regular healing potion down, or?
Is it 44 plus 4, so...
Right.
It would be 20, you get 20 more points of healing back. And as you... So you're on top of Zane trying to pour it in?
Yes. I mean, I'm going to like,
okay.
Because he's gone down, probably laying on his back, I'm going to kind of like lean down on his side and open his mouth. So I'm kind of on top of him and pour it into his mouth down the back of his throat. So I am weight on him. Yes. I am physically attached to him.
Okay. I am...
Can I have Beep cast Greater Invisibility on himself?
What is, yes, I'm gonna say that's fine. You can cast Greater Invisibility. What is the, I forgot, what is the command word for your axe?
Armata.
You hear in a crackly, not Ori voice, Vaten, you immediately recognize that this is not a voice that you've ever heard come out of them. You hear Armata, and Zane, you feel the axe in your chest start to move and shake. I'm going to say, because you are now conscious, you feel the axe start to drag. I'm going to roll. Nate, roll a d20 for me. Just flat d20. Tell me what you get.
Oh, nat 1.
Zane, you feel your body start to lift. Thaddeus, you're shoved to the side as the pure magical energy between the hand of Ori and the axe, the great axe of Eldath. Shoot!
I've got my hand wrapped around his neck, so I'm.
Oh, you're going with him then.
While this is happening, I'm gonna chuck a defensive field. Yes.
That's great, but you are
it's a bonus action. I don't need to do anything.
You don't have an action or a bonus action because you were just brought back to consciousness. You have no turn during this, so whatever you want to do will have to happen the next turn. Ori brings, or what Vaten now realizes and hears is not Ori's voice. Say the command word, and you see Thaddeus and Zane get launched back. Zane with the axe still embedded in his chest. Ori, the body of Ori grabs the axe and then sees it and sees you, Thaddeus, and then just grabs Thaddeus by his head and tosses him off. Make an acrobatics check for me, Thaddeus, against Ori's athletics.
Quick pause for like 30 seconds. I'll be right back.
Sure.
Is this normal with advantage?
No, just regular old acrobatics. With his athletics, what did you roll? 24. Yeah, that's unfortunately you're fast, but not fast enough. with a natural 16 plus 12. Ori grabs you and just grabs your head and throws you to the ground. You take 1 point of bludgeoning damage as you hit the ground. Zane, you feel your body lift up, and he's going to fling you off the axe down to the ground.
Into the arena floor? Or
into the arena floor. At this point, you two are both next to Ori.
You can set me where you want that to be at.
So Thaddeus is on the ground, and Zane, you are now flung. He literally takes the axe and flings you down to the ground, bringing the axe about 6 inches above your body as he flings you off. Okay. At this point, I would like everyone to roll initiative.
Jesus.
This has changed dramatically compared to what I thought this was going to be today.
I don't have much HP left. You're all good.
I'm controlling Ori, so Nate, you can just sit and watch as I kill your friends.
Oh, okay. This is like a movie.
Yeah, don't mind me starting up my other computer.
Oh, you're good.
I got a message. I had a 22 point
+4 for initiative.
The spirit of Nate is in me. I just rolled a 19. It's a 23. Okay. So
magic fingers are all over you.
Oh, baby. That turn. Alright, we can get rid of that. That turn.
I see you grinning on stream.
Oh, I'm loving this shit, dude.
Happy you finally rolled well.
I've been waiting to do this for 30 weeks, okay?
You fucking just ended the campaign by killing the entire fucking party.
My backup character will get here pretty soon.
You guys you'll be fine. You just get a good hit.
Meanwhile, Beep is just like, all right, I'm invisible. See you guys later.
If Alara and Elka and Vaten, Beep's already gone. He's just the meme of that kid that's just like peace out and then he just disappears. That's Beep right now.
Hey, Zach.
Yeah.
I hate to say this, but I'm in like this mindset right now.
Mm-hmm.
But what?
I was already get a 23.
Would
19 plus 4.
Would me being taken over rejuvenate me at all?
No. Actually, It wouldn't rejuvenate your hit points, but let me read my notes on. Nope, there is no rejuvenation. Just intense bloodlust, willing to kill anybody that stands in his way.
So he barely has any hit points, technically.
At the moment, you just watch Ori almost die in the ring. Point of order: you watch Ori almost die in the ring. You see him wake up, kill the guy, and then immediately you see just his hair stand up on end, and you just see him throw the axe right at Zane. That is point of order.
My man needs some cheese.
I would say, I know Lexi's muted right now, and she's probably listening. Alara is visibly crying at this point. Okay.
Would she be though? Because she's seen me do this before.
Yes, but there's a different.
Well, but she also just saw me take the axe right next to her from you. So.
She also watched Ori kill someone who's been nothing but nice to her for the last month and a half.
I guess there's a difference between
friends and random people. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's emotional trauma.
She probably has blood all over her face.
She also has blood all over her face from Zane getting just yucked.
Emotional damage.
But Vaten, I assume Vaten's already part of it. All right. So Ori, Thaddeus, he looks right at you, smiles evilly. You see, now that you're up close, you feel the stench of what smells like rotting bodies coming from his breath. You feel an intense cold coming over you as you stand next to him. You see his eyes are now reptilian-like, bloodshot red, with just one black slitted pupil in the center. You see steam coming from his mouth, and you see the drool as the drool drops to the ground. Immediately as it hits the ground, you see the dirt start to, like, almost erode away and turn black. Ori is going to see Zane. Zane, you're currently prone on the ground. Actually, I'm going to say, go ahead and roll an acrobatics check for me, please. To see if you're able to get slammed to the ground. And then, so you're currently prone.
Also, out of curiosity, if I do a spell attack while I'm invisible, will that end the invisibility?
If you're greater invisible, it doesn't. Regular invisibility, yes. So greater invisibility, the fourth level spell, yeah. No, you're you can cast spells. So if you want to join in, you can. But I need you to roll initiative if you're going to do that.
Okay. Where is that?
Ori's gonna realize that Zane isn't dead. Yeah, he's gonna slam his axe down to Zane's chest. He rolls with advantage because Zane is prone.
I got a 19 in my initiative.
19. So you go after Thaddeus.
Did I roll initiative? Or...
Yeah, you did.
Okay.
Add turn. Oh, I see. Okay. It's a plus 12 to hit. But the Spirit of Nate is not in me. That's a 2 and a 3.
That's W, you miss.
So Zane is able to roll out of the way of the first axe hit. Ori takes his axe back down and slams it back down at you, Zane. Ooh, that's 26 to hit. It's 3d12.
Plus 1d6.
Plus 1d6.
Plus 6.
Plus 6. Oh, shit. Okay. That is 12, 29, 31, 37 points of
I am
damage.
back onto the ground.
You're unconscious. Okay.
Yep.
He's going to use his bonus action with the glaive and swing down at you. If it hits, you take 2 death saving throws. It's a natural 1 and a 2. So, as in his anger, he sees you go down, he smiles, and as he goes to stab the glaive down, he just completely whiffs, as if the spirit of Ori is forcing him to not kill you. That is Ori's turn, since he has no action surge anymore. Thaddeus. Seeing your friend just, you very clearly can tell that this isn't Ori.
At this point, all I know is he needs to be stopped.
Yeah.
And I am going to use everything in the book that I have to stop him. I'm going to pull out my rapier.
Okay.
And I have a... let's see here. I'm going to swing.
Did you load rapier with anything, Thaddeus?
Yeah, well, yeah, it's getting the trigger pulled and everything. So
okay.
I rolled a 26.
26 hits Ori. So roll for damage.
And I'm going to, so damage is going to be 9
plus
the trigger of what's the poison?
2d6 poison.
Plus 7 piercing.
Okay, so 9 plus 7. So it's
9 plus 7 is going to be 16.
Okay.
Plus the poison,
which is 2d6.
Which is 2d6. Shit. Oh, which is 10.
10, that'll do it.
And I'm also, if if he doesn't drop over, I'm using my
extra attack to hit him again, or
no, I've got he was engaged with somebody, so I get
sneak attack. Yeah, roll sneak attack.
Sneak attack.
Also roll just curious. You're not going to kill him, but I'm curious how much.
At level 7 is 4d6.
I don't know if he'd still get sneak attack though, but
you are engaged in melee attack with Zane, technically. Actually,
no, technically on my app.
Zane is unconscious. You do not get sneak attack. Yeah, Zane is unconscious.
He's focused on attacking Zane. How do I not get sneak attack?
Sneak attack.
Well, I mean, it doesn't matter. He's down anyway.
I'm down anyway.
Ori is down.
Well, for the record, I did another 18 points of damage.
18. That's fine. We'll just say that's the case. And Ori, you see a red. Ori, during this time, you're in this floating in this black nothingness. You smell a little bit of mildew. You hear a voice constantly ringing, saying, "Hunt, kill, feed." Ori is unconscious, but so is Zane.
I'm gonna rush up and quickly do a cure wounds on Zane at level 3.
All right, roll for that.
Do I see anything in the darkness? I mean, nothing outside, but like any visions.
You do. Yeah, I have a random table actually for this. I've been very prepared for this for very long.
Am I in a position to use my bonus attack or bonus action?
For what?
To jump down next to Zane and pour another healing potion down his throat.
Yeah, so Zane, you get 23 points of healing from the cure wounds, so you're immediately up. I'm going to say, yeah, you can use your bonus action to use the healing potion, but you have to roll for it this time as a bonus action. Ori. Let's switch.
Are we effectively out of combat yet or no?
As of right now, no.
Okay. And I'm assuming Beep is still invisible, technically.
Beep is invisible, so you just feel the hand, like Zane. You don't feel anything. You just wake up. Yeah,
you wake up and no one's nearby you.
You wake up and you see Thaddeus rushing down to pour or I guess at this point give you a healing potion to drink. So 10 plus 4, so 14 more points of healing to you. Ori. As you're sitting there floating in nothingness, you do see visions. You see visions of your parents.
I knew it. I knew it was going to be the parents.
You see visions of your dad, tough, strong, Minotaur man. In this case, you see him pulling what looks like a plow to till up earth. You see your mother folding what looks to be cloth, some sort of linens. And then you see your brothers. All of them kind of running around and chasing after each other. You look down and you yourself are maybe 4 or 5 years old. 5, 6. In that younger range. And as you instinctually go to join them to play, make a perception check for me.
Uh, 17.
17. As you get closer, you smell the smell of rotting flesh. Smell that you've experienced, you've come across many times, but in this case, it's overpowering. And as you run up to your brothers who are playing, they're at this moment you see them trying to catch what looked to be some sort of rat or vol that's running around in the ground in the grass. And as you run up, your younger brother looks at you And you just hear, Ori? And he looks at you and his eyes are pitch black. There's nothing in the eye sockets. You look at all of your other brothers. Nothing. Hollowed out eye sockets. You turn around in a panic and you look at your dad. And your dad is no longer plowing a field. He's on the ground with a sword sticking out of his chest, bleeding out. And instead of your mother folding linens, you see her sprawled out across the front step of your childhood home with two massive lacerations across her chest, with a third going about halfway, meeting the other two. You then hear a voice call out to you. You recognize this voice. It is that of Alara. Just looking at you. Ori? I'm scared. And you turn around, and as you see Alara, she's walking up to you with a piece of cheese in her hand. And you blink your eyes. And Alara is no longer there in front of you with the cheese in her hand. She's on the ground with a slash going vertically up her chest and a slash going horizontally across her neck. You then hear a voice echo through your head. This is what will happen if you just don't let go. Give yourself to me, and this won't happen. And as you blink your eyes and take in the sight of all of your loved ones dead, you then see another vision. You see a vision of Zane sprawled out in the stands with your axe embedded in his chest. You see Thaddeus on the ground looking up at you. You blink your eyes and make a wisdom saving throw.
Uh, 18.
18. You look around. You feel blood enter your lungs as you take a breath, but you open your eyes and you are now conscious. Yourself. You feel your eyes open, but your body can't move. Almost like you have sleep paralysis. And you look. Make a perception check for me.
Dirty 20.
You look over. Well, you can't see Beep. But you can see Thaddeus handing Zane a health potion. You see the crowd. You see the stunned crowd. And then your eyes focus to where Alara is. About 40, 50 feet away. Up in the stands. And you look, and behind her is standing a dark figure. About your size. Maybe a little taller. With that dirty 20, you can make out these red reptilian eyes, snake-like eyes, bloodshot. You see a broad-shouldered creature, bipedal, with its claws, and it's all in black, it's all in shadow, but you see the claws. The claws are a dark scarlet red, and you see him reaching down towards Alara and staring at you, and as he smiles, you see his white, sharp teeth staring at you. You recognize this this figure. You've seen him once before in a cave when you're in your younger years, where you walked in along with your brothers and you're the only one to walk out. You would recognize this creature as the very same entity that has been plaguing your mind for years now. He looks at you, puts his hand down around Alara's face and neck, and starts to wrap his claws around her face. Smiles and squeezes on her face. You blink your eyes. You look up at Alara. She's sitting there, tears in her eyes, but no figure. And you are back to 1 hit point. As you look up, you hear cheers still, because all this happened within a minute. Not enough time for terror and confusion to spread. And you oddly hear like dog toys squeaking in the background. I don't know why. Jackson. Jackson, for the love of God, bro. I'm trying to be serious here.
Squeaky, squeaky, squeaky. That's my body right now after the axe comes out.
Need to oil that shit up, yeah.
Or needs one of those like squeaky hammers.
You wake up and you kind of instinctively like bring your hand up to your eyes, and you don't know if you're wiping away blood or tears. First time in a long time you feel an immense sadness, but also an immense sense of relief as you look around and you see Zane conscious, beat up, very beat up. His brother. You see his clothes not shredded, but a large indent and like rip in his arms. Or not his arm, but in the middle of his jacket and on his shirt that he normally wears. You see blood off of it. You look and you see the competitor that you killed no longer identifiable, to say the least.
I was gonna say, or he would have definitely cried for however long he was asleep.
Yeah, it was for you it felt like eons, but in reality it was only a few seconds. As you set up, Thaddeus and Zane and Beep, and Vaten, you would know it's because of your passive perception. Ori is now Ori again. His eyes are back to normal. He now is just his normal blood-caked fur self. Ori, you feel an immense pain wash over you as you sit up, and you look at your body, and it is your ribs are broken, your collarbone is broken. You feel an immense sharp pain on the back of your neck. You look around, your body is covered in like little pin pricks, like sword pricks from Thaddeus. You also see hopping towards you, very briefly, very quickly, Froggy, that has jumped off of Valera's head. And Froggy's going to just kind of like hop up and sit in your lap and just look up at you. But you're back to your normal self. The announcer, you hear cheers from the crowd. And you hear the announcer say, "Well, I don't know what the fuck happened there, but the winner of the first round in the first bout is Ori, and he'll like walk up and like give you a nice little pat on the back. As soon as he pats you on the back, immediate shots of pain.
Ori's gonna grab his wrist.
Roll an acrobatics, athletics check for me. I doubt he's gonna beat you, but I'm curious.
So athletics?
Yeah, athletics check. You're attempting to grapple.
Oh, okay. 28.
Yeah, he doesn't beat you. You grab his wrist. He's like, hey, I'm just checking if you're all right.
I quit.
Well,
we're just gonna try to stand up.
You have no feeling in your legs.
Can Beep come up and Beep's finally going to lose the invisibility. I'm assuming a minute has passed at this point.
About this point, yeah.
So he's going to turn visible and he's going to cast a Cure Wounds spell on Ori.
Hold on.
Well, he appears to be fine now.
As he sat up, I need somebody in the group, call out to somebody, and I need you to say high or low.
Hi.
Hi. This is all by chance of what I will do.
Don't kill Ori.
I am rolling a d20, and you said high.
I did.
All right. If it's high, I am going to stick my rapier in the back of his head and scramble his brain. If it's low, I'm not. Whoa, you are lucky.
The highest of the low you could get.
Yep.
Thaddeus.
All right, now Cure Wounds at 3rd level.
Thaddeus, you feel the intense need to stab and kill Ori where he stands. Haven't had this feeling in a while. But you resist. Ori, you heal 20 points of healing. It's enough to close up your wounds. However, you mark off that you have 2 points of exhaustion.
Okay. Is there a place I can put that?
Just put it in...
Up your butt.
Yeah, it's an optional setting.
Yeah.
If you go into the cog menu, I don't remember where it is, but it's somewhere.
So why would Thaddeus be mad? He just got 200 gold.
I know, right? Well, this is happening. I'm going to like coldly get up and just sort of like walk away without saying anything.
I'll just remember it for whenever.
Oh, show exhaustion tracking. I found it.
Right, yeah, right column, first box, almost all the way to the bottom.
You're gonna remember me killing you?
Exhaustion. Yeah, here on. There you go.
Oh, there. Okay. No, I mean remember the exhaustion if we couldn't find it, but okay.
Yeah, so you have 2 points of exhaustion. So you've for the next until you take a long rest, you have disadvantage on ability checks and your speed is halved. You're able to stand up barely. At this point, they are carting off the bloody pulp mess.
Can I do something? I was gonna do something before that. That's okay.
Sure, as they're prepping him to move him, yeah.
Or he's gonna use his like glaive as a walking stick.
Okay.
To help move. He's gonna walk over to the disfigured corpse that he just murdered. He's gonna drop to his knees and say, "I'm sorry." Looking like really upset and sad about it.
Okay. As the clerics run up and escort him, one of the older cleric lady, who seems to be the elder of the clerics, walks up to you and puts her hand on you and says, "Don't worry. He knew the risks." And she will pat you on the back. And she will pump a level 5 Cure Wounds into you.
Oh shit, my health got reset.
Okay.
It
was a plus.
It was 21.
Yeah, it was 2021 because it was only. Yeah. She'll pump a 5th level cure wounds into you. 13, 15.
Oh, I made 200 gold off that too.
Yes, you did. You heal 31 points.
Okay.
And she'll just look at you. I think you have something that you need to deal with, young man, and maybe go see. Maybe go see someone at the temple. They may be able to help you with your issues. And she'll just smile very gently at you, and walk away. You see her. I'd say make a perception check, Ori.
16.
16. You see her reaching into a pouch on her side belt as she's walking over with a. You see her reach in and grab what looks to be a diamond in her hand. Seeing a revivify or a resurrection spell done in a resurrection ceremony done before you know that a diamond is involved. So it kind of brings a little bit of relief over your body, but you are tired and you are in pain. With that 5th level cure wounds, you do feel a little bit of strength come back to your legs to where you're able to stand up enough to where you only need light help with your glaive. And you do feel the ability to breathe come back to you a little bit better, where you can kind of feel like your bones of your ribs start to mend a little bit as she heals you magically. But as all of you clear off, you hear the crowd cheering as you pass through the chamber. You pass another Minotaur. In fact, she's a Minotaur woman. She looks at you and kind of like awe, but also like concern, and she just like puts her hand on your shoulder and stops you as you're walking. And she just goes.
Or he winces because that hurt a lot.
Yeah, her hands are as large as yours. She's maybe a little shorter than you, but she's a very large, imposing figure. And she'll put her hand on you and says, "I heard you quit."
Yes.
Well, I guess they're gonna have to find a replacement of who I have to fight in the second round. Sorry to see it. Your fight was pretty great. And she will.
Or he's gonna clutch her shoulder and say, "Please, enough killing."
And she'll just kind of smile, and she'll like grab your hand. She'll smile. I didn't intend to. And she will squeak and walk away.
Or he looks like he's about to cry through this whole thing. He's got like a huge frown, and the bottom of his eyes are kind of dark from just the exhaustion and from crying when he was unconscious before.
Okay. Well, because we are getting late, Ori, you are guided back to a recuperation room. The rest of you are ushered back to your seats. Zane, you are given emergency healing. By one of the clerics, which they'll do a 3rd level cure wounds. 5. Okay. You heal another 22 points of healing. As you feel a majority of the pain that was once rushing through your body kind of disappear. Kind of feeling a little uneasy about it. All of you witness as this Minotaur woman does battle with a looks to be a half-elf girl. And and you don't even see the Minotaur has a sword on her back, but instead of using the swords, she literally beats. I'm rolling here. Okay. Yeah, you see her, without using the blade on her back, pummel this half-elven girl into submission to where the half-elven girl, bloody-faced, puffy cheeks, puts her hand up and says, "I concede." And crowd goes wild. Eventually, she is helped off, and Thaddeus, you were approached by an event organizer saying your fight is next.
And I'm withdrawing from the tournament as I've already killed my best friend today.
They'll look at you, and immediately the dragonborn person who you were supposed to fight looks at you and just nods and says, "I understand." And all of you watch as they come out and announce that Thaddeus Sterling has stepped down from the tournament. The winner is Akani Rathis. And the crowd kind of boos when that happens.
It's my turn.
Coming up. You then see you see a familiar face run out onto the field.
No.
One that you have seen, have gotten glimpses of during the Man versus Beast trials. What looks to be a Goliath, half-giant man with a bone-like greatsword on his back, facing against a orc man. They announce, "Omar Stone, the champion of the ring. One of our own has entered the ring against Onyx Thrall, an orcish man from the Blackrun Forest, here to prove himself." And it's a nat 1 for Onyx, 13 for Omar. You watch as Omar, the half giant, take his sword out and in 2 swings, shoo, shoo, down the chest of this orc, and the orc man falls flat on his back. You then see Omar flip the sword around and act like he's going to go stab down into the chest, thinks for a second, withdraws and puts it back on his back, and then walks out. As they help the orc man come up, Zane, you are then approached by an event organizer and says, "It's your turn to fight, Mr. Rona." As he looks at you, "Are you okay?"
I was born okay. Let's do this. I'm just gonna down 2 regular health potions quick.
Okay, so you heal 40 HP. As you are brought down into a room, you are met with a half-orc man that is dressed in full plate armor. He smiles at you, short little tusks peeking out of his bottom jaw. He kind of puts his hand out. "Nice to meet you. My name's Ezra. Good to meet. Hopefully you're I kind of watched what happened earlier. Are you okay?"
I'm fine, thank you. Is he going to shake my hand, or?
Yeah, he's going to shake your hand.
I'll shake his hand.
I would prefer not to fight to the death. I know that's a rule that we can set between each other, but
agreed.
May the best man win. I'm just here to test my strengths.
Me as well.
Why can't Ori get like a cool guy like this?
I literally random roll. I put 16 names in I put 16 names in a tournament maker and random rolled it, and that's who you got. So, okay. So as you're getting ready for your bout, Zane, feeling a little conflicted in yourself and in your companion, you go to walk out into the tunnel, and you see a familiar face. You see, walking with bravado and charisma as well. You see two familiar faces, actually.
Oh, no.
You see, walking with bravado and charisma, you see Captain Newgate. Kind of jovially walking down to a room. He sees you. Oh, Zane, I didn't realize you were here. I saw Ori kind of go on a rampage earlier. I was going to step in and stop it, but you guys seem to have it under control. Man, that was rough. Are you doing okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
All right, buddy. I just want to make sure, and he will healing words you at level 1.
I'm already full.
Well, he's going to do it anyways. That would be 6 hit points if you needed it. But behind him is another familiar face. One that you've only met once. Is the face a young man still full of confidence and bravado. Rabbit ears. Short stubby face. Wearing reddish leather armor. You recognize this man as Pavin Burningheart. Elka's older brother.
Yeah, I like this guy.
Hey, yo.
This guy's fucking cool.
This is her older brother.
This is the one with the red claws, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, this guy's fucking cool.
He sees you.
It's a dick.
Oh, Mr. Rona, I didn't realize you all were here. I ran into Captain Newgate, and I figured I'd say hi to him. I assume you're participating as Ezra, the looks to be a paladin, half orc, walks out. Hey, I'll meet you in the ring, Mr. Rona, and he will start.
Sounds good.
I'm competing as well. I think we're in the same bracket since they said that my fight is the next one after this one.
Well, hopefully I win so we can square up.
Sounds good. I look forward to it.
He's just going to see me smack my fists together so I can throw a defensive field before I walk out.
Okay. And he will walk into the same room that you were just meeting in, and Andrew will just look at you. Good luck out there, and we'll talk about other things after this is all over. All right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. And as you walk your way out to the arena, you hear cheers and confusion, but cheers nonetheless. As you go to face this half-orc man in battle. We're in tonight's session there, and we'll pick it up at the very beginning of next session with Zane's bout against this Ezra figure, and then we'll see what happens after that. Tournament arc that kind of got ruined by Ori's demon up his butt.
Every tournament arc
that was a good
ruined.
session, though. I liked it a lot.
I did too. Let me turn off these.
You're trying not to die.
Bro, okay.
Meanwhile, Beep is just.
I like the twist that happened. Instead of like Ori just competing normally, he just quits.
He just quits because
he's just sick of it right now.
So if you would have rolled a 4, that axe would have gone right for Alara's head.
Yeah, that would have.
When you had that, I was like, "Oh, if it's you hit me exactly the amount of HP I had." When you said 80, I was like, "Ugh!" I was like, "I'm down."
If he hit Alara, he might have killed himself afterwards. Honestly,
yeah. Honestly,
I was partially hoping to die because my paladin backup.
Oh, you really would have played? Oh, shit. My bad, man.
No,
sorry
I was like,
kill you.
Had I died, I was like,
So,
well, you know what?
Would he have flight in like right away? Is that how that works?
It would have taken
a couple sessions, but
yeah.
Your artificer, they should definitely make like a trank shotgun for Ori.
Yes.
No, in hindsight, yeah, that's definitely needed.
Trank bullets for my pistol.
No, not for your pistol. Literally make a trank shotgun.
No, it's like I've got 6 shots. I could just dump into him in one go.
No, he needs like an ankle bracelet that just freaking
like to electrocute him.
and
Shot
then
caller for Ori. Just
Petrifies him whenever he goes to kill somebody.
He's like Broly. That's cool. I like that.
fills him with a bunch of morphine or something and knocks him
So
out.
a little story here. I know I mentioned it. I've had the mechanics for that exactly that what just happened on a PDF in a Google Docs file for going on 8 months now. And I've been desperately waiting for Ori to roll underneath an 8 on a wisdom saving throw, and it finally happened. And Zane almost died because of it. So
I think I rolled a 2.
Are there any spells that would get rid of whatever is in him?
Greater Restoration is the only thing that would have a chance of.
remove curse, maybe. You could try. I don't know.
Yeah. I forgot that remove curse is a thing too.
I don't even know because
that's remove curse is only the 3rd level spell though, so I don't know about that actually.
Wouldn't the guy just repossess me? Because he could just come back. I don't know if that's how. That's up to you.
That's not exactly how lesser gods work, but yeah, we'll. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Ori lore, let's go! I've been waiting for that shit forever.
I think one of my favorite parts is Thaddeus calling Ori his best friend. The character development.
Right.
Yeah, I'd like. Did I just say that?
He didn't even kill him either, which. But I mean, that's fine. I thought.
Well, I
nice.
did. I mean, I like stopped you from getting back up, and then.
Yeah, to be fair,
honest to God, if I literally said I'm putting this up to the dice because I was ready to like just stick it right through your forehead and scramble your brain.
All right, Thaddeus is now going up with on the list. He's going up there with Zane.
I think out of every,
I won't lie. Right now, Zane's list, you're like real low because of what happened today for Zane. Personally.
No. What's really funny though is it's really Vaten and Beep holding the party together. It's like a combined effort.
Well, let's be. If freaking Beep wouldn't have cast that spell to keep him alive, this whole incident wouldn't have happened.
Yep.
Well, that is true. But
well, Ori would have also died.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah. And the nat 20 on the death save, man. Like that's the second time Ori's done that in a critical situation, and it's just like, fuck, dude.
He's him, man.
Bro, I was okay. Nate, and I think you could probably guess this. Zach, I want nothing more than to feel the pleasure of ending this Minotaur myself. Just once, even if he's brought back to life, I just want to feel it once in my life.
You know,
I do have
Ori
to say
is.
It was kind of thrilling.
That's an unhealthy mindset, Zach. I don't know.
You're welcome.
Ori's basically the Stone Cold Steve Austin of the party.
No, he's the fucking Jeffrey Dahmer of the party. What are you talking about?
What? Whoa! He's not nomming on people.
Yeah, and he's not gay,
Ori,
I think.
Ori has literally, I was gonna say, Ori has literally eaten humanoid that Vaten has cooked. What are you talking
We all
about?
ate humanoids. We all ate those orgs. What are you talking about? Are we all Jeffrey Dahmer?
No,
Oh my God, the look
Oh, it was
on
only
Zach's
two of us?
face was amazing.
Okay, never mind. Well, Vaten, it's normal among.
Yeah, Vaten doesn't give a shit.
I
Yeah.
was gonna say, I'm not people. I'm a demon. So it's really that wrong.
Zane's a fucking demon. I don't know. I don't know. There's a bunch of demons out there.
I mean, in some cultures, humans eat cats, so cats are getting back at it.
Oh my God.
They're getting revenge.
The sins of your
Who's letting Beep
ancestors.
talk?
Gift of gab.
Oh my God. Well, that was a great session, guys. Thank you for hanging in there, and thank you for be willing to let me almost kill multiple of you. But we'll pick this up next Sunday with Zane versus Ezra. It is Mother's Day. It is Mother's Day Sunday. I know most of you said you're good.
I should
but
be good.
let me know if anything changes.
And I'll be working, so
Okay.
and then I get home at 6 or 7.
And I'm taking my mom, my dad, and my grandma out to lunch. So
Shit, I should probably do something with my mom.
yeah.
My other mom too.
I think me and my dad are gonna buy my mom an electric mower.
that's such
and a new dishwasher.
No, that is his mom is a gadget lady. All right, she buys.
Okay.
She buys such random shit sometimes. Where I'm like,
well,
where did you get that?
Well, it's an electric mower, and we have a hill that we have to mow, and it's easier to do it with a lighter mower compared to the heavy one we currently have.
Yeah, it's fair. Yeah, you guys are on a.
Why is your mom mowing the lawn? That should be you.
Because she likes
to.
Oh,
no. It is me sometimes, but normally I'm the one doing the edge work and the weed eating while she mows. And my dad's the cook of the house.
By the way, 10 out of 10, best cook I've ever had. Best dad cooking I've ever had, ever. Sorry, Dad. Austin's dad is a fucking amazing chef.
And he doesn't even try.
No, he doesn't, which is kind of annoying.
The funny part is my dad hates cooking.
Yeah, doesn't shock me.
He's really good at it, but he hates cooking.
Does he have a smoker?
No. He has a grill. He has a wood pellet grill.
Well, that's good enough.
If I ever buy your dad a gift, I'm gonna buy him a smoker. All right.
Well, you can use the wood pellet grill as a smoker.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah, just tinfoil in a tinfoil in a container.
Down low.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. I'll be back.
Good stay.
All right, everybody. Thank you for watching. I know we're running just a tad bit over, actually, our normal time ending. But thank you for watching. I hope everyone enjoyed that show. We'll be picking this up next Sunday. Make sure if your mother is still in your life, if you're lucky enough to still have your mother in your life, and you still have a good relationship, as some people don't, I know. So, but this asshole back here interrupted us many times, I know. But make sure you spend Mother's Day with your mother if you can. You only got one for most people, so make sure you tell your mother you love them, or your mother figure that you love them, and I will catch you guys Sunday night with more tournament arc excitement. Hopefully, I now have to make up 2 more NPCs to, one more NPC actually, one more NPC to take over the one empty slot between Ori winning and then leaving, and then also Ori killing that guy. So, but we'll see. Thank you for watching. The dog does win it. Jackson. Hey. Hi, buddy. Look at that guy. Look at him. So, just so all you know, just a note for the stream before I end. The toy I got him was like a little rabbit with a squeaker in it, and he's just in love with that thing as he hears me talking about him. But have a wonderful night. I'll see you guys later. I'm dragging on here. It's getting late. See you guys next Sunday. Peace out. See you guys. Corgan, thank you for hanging out. Okay, bye.